Now to maintain everything on my computer, from my files and my folders to my desktop, here is what I do. For my files, which include documents, downloads, pictures, and videos, starting with documents, I moved closed claims and older tax files to an external hard drive. I go over in detail how long you must keep these files in my paperwork organizing challenge, so be sure to download that if you haven't already. For downloads, I delete all my downloads once per day from my computer, and then immediately afterward, I empty my recycle bin. So doing these two things will especially free up space on your computer, especially if you do them daily. For pictures and videos, I go over how to do that in detail in another video. To keep my desktop organized, I delete files saved there throughout the day. Once I've emailed a file that was saved there, I delete it from my desktop because I don't need it anymore. And as we went over in my previous video on how to organize your email, I have a tip there on how your email becomes its own search engine. So that's why once you've already emailed a document, you don't really need to keep it anymore. And as I already said, at the end of the day, I delete my downloads. And because I've already deleted everything from my desktop throughout the day, I empty my recycle bin after I delete the downloads. Then everything that was saved to my desktop is also deleted from my computer, freeing up space again. And then once per week, for any of the reference materials you have in the folders on your desktop, you will want to save them to a drive, whether it's an internet drive or an external drive, because remember, you never know what could happen to your computer. Accidents happen, so you just want to make sure you have these materials easy to reference and accessible elsewhere to keep them safe. So until you get into the habit of doing this, you might want to set up a calendar reminder to do this at least once per week.